Hey there, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Isabella Bank's YouTube channel. I'm Wizzy, and it is great to be here with you this evening. All right, guys, this is going to be a short one today. It's just to update you on the blowback that William and Kate have received following their ridiculous antics when the Qatari visit was going on. At this point, I think it would be safe to say that King Charles is at the end of his tether, but this is what he cultivated. You know, they have a saying that you cannot plant corn and harvest potatoes. So this is what is happening to him right now. He's over here trying to play therapist to William. Well, word on the street is that he's trying to play therapist. Hold on a second. Let me just do one thing. They say he's trying to play therapist because William is not having it with all of these shenanigans that Kate is pulling, trying to imagine that, trying to hold the heir to the throne accountable. William is not having that at all. So he is throwing his toys out of the pram. Um, he has warned William not to make the same mistakes that he made. I know. Talk about hypocrisy. But before we get into the hypocritical side of things, I think Charles is just tired. He is tired. He is done with William's nonsense. And now he is outsourcing the job of reprimanding to none other than his favorite nannies, the British media, the third person in all their relationships. Yeah, the British media, that ever loyal lapdog, always waiting around for scraps to hit the floor, have been deployed to subtly smack William on the wrist. I'll show you the article in a second so that you can see what I'm talking about. Look at it. Look at the headline. King William warned Prince William, don't make the mistakes I made in marriage. Now, this is not coming out of just nowhere. Obviously, the last thing that happened before this article, look at the date on this article, you will see that it's the 5th of December, which was just yesterday. So that tells you that this is in reaction to these horrible photographs that we're looking at right now. Kate in tears, with her face looking like she has either cried or she's about to cry, and William looking like, oh my God, get me out of here. I mean, this visit was supposed to be a polished diplomatic affair. But what did we get? William looking at Kate like she was the gum beneath his shoe, and Kate looking teary eyed in public. Teary eyed. Oh my God. William couldn't even hold it together for one event, just one event. How long do their events even take anyway? And remember, this wasn't just a backyard barbecue. It was a state level welcome for the Qatari delegation, complete with government ministers and high profile guests. I don't know how to put it into perspective for you guys to understand the import of what happened. They were having a domestic in the full view of government ministers from foreign countries. You would think that William would have the grace to at least save his scowling face from behind palace walls, but nope. It was out there for the the world to see, foreign and domestic. What about the British media? What's their response to this? Oh, they're doing their best. Hear no evil, see no evil routine. They're out here spinning headlines like royal fans. They're like royal fans gush over sweet moment William honors Kate during ceremony. Sweet moment? Like where? Did we watch the same footage? Because the video I saw had Kate practically shrugging William's hand off, like, get off me, get off me, you irritant. You irritant. And the way she does it is like so smooth with it as well. Like it's a very practiced move of hers to shrug him off. Anyway, instead of addressing the drama, the British media have gone into full distraction mode. They're gushing over Kate's Christmas Carol event tomorrow, hyping it up like it's the Royal Oscars. Meanwhile, the real headline should be like William made Kate cry, or Kate teary eyed as William mean mugs her. Those kind of headlines will never see the light of day in UK. If you just notice that even the headline of King Charles warning, let me show it to you again. King Charles warned Prince William. It's from Fox News. It's not even from a domestic paper. That just goes to tell you the strategy that these guys employ. When they want to say something that could be potentially close to the truth, they go outside of the UK to say it. So, actually, before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment or two in the comment section. If you have visited before and you have not yet subscribed, let today be the day you decide to subscribe. No undecided over here. My analytics still tell me that over 80% of the people who watch my channel are not yet subscribed. It can't be that the entire 80% are made up of derangers. There must be some Sussex squad members there. So while you're watching me, right as you hear my voice, could you kindly do me a favor? Just check to see whether you're subscribed. I need every single subscription in order for me to kick off the work I need to do for the UN petition. So the quicker I can get to 10,000 subscribers, the better. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers, though. I am so excited by that. I am literally dancing on the seat of my chair every time I look at my subscription level now, because we're getting inching closer and closer. And I know that once we get to 5,000, that means that we are going, it wouldn't take anything to get to 10,000. Anyway, for all those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section and also hit the like button. Okay. Anyway, what we were talking about was the British media and their antics. Okay. They pretend as if they cannot, or they didn't see what happens between Will and Kate. If we could see it, trust me, they saw 100 times more than what we saw. And they've just decided to go, I see no evil, I hear no evil, I speak no evil alongside. So, they're trying to distract everyone with this Christmas carol. Now, this Christmas carol, we hear about it, but how much organization does Kate actually do to bring this event about? Or is it that they just attend and call it an engagement that she has done for the year? She just attends it. What organization does she do? I think about the only thing that they do is that they get celebrities to attend the event, perhaps to And I don't know what advantage that would be for them to invite celebrities to the event. Whether it, because it's not as though there's any fundraising that goes on at the carol, unless I'm mistaken. Let me know if you know something better. But what from what I can see, there is no real advantage to having them inviting celebrities to the event just because they're going to be. It's just like you say you're going to go to the church down the street and then you invite your celebrity friends to join you while you're there. What advantage does it bring to the people who regularly worship there, who manage the church? I don't see the advantage. Tell me if you think you can think of any. Anyway, since they are in full distraction mode, what have they decided to do? They threw in a completely unrelated headline about the Beckons attending the palace dinner. They're like, Beckons have last laugh after Sussex feud. When it comes to the British media, the pettiness, that's the one that gets me, because you cannot, we have seen them, right, on the chat shows, on where they are reporting. They're not children, they're not 16-year-olds reporting, right? These are older men and women. They're adults, full grown adults, like mature adults. But the language is so petty. It might as well have come out of a high school cafeteria, like a schoolyard kind of language that they use in the headlines anytime they're reporting about Harry, Meghan, or the royal family. Oh, the Sussexes have done this, but Will and Kate can do it better. Like, ah, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Anyway, also speaking of deflections, can we talk about Camilla? Her one is what makes me laugh the most, because she is probably feeling at this point, listen, I've spent so much time on my knees. I have paid my dues. Nobody can tell me any different. So if Kate can do it, I can do it too. I can do it too. So remember how Camilla said she was too ill to attend the Qatar welcome party? Well, turns out that actually she wasn't too ill to attend the state dinner, right? And conveniently, she was well enough to attend the book award ceremony the very next day, after revealing that actually, this is not just a chest infection, but it's pneumonia. But some people are busy hinting that it's not pneumonia, that it could be COVID. If they discover that it is COVID, that will be a full blown scandal on its own. Although I don't think it's illegal now to expose people to COVID, but for you to be in a position such as Camilla is in and deliberately expose people to your illness, although they were trying to differentiate, saying it's a viral infection, not a bacterial infection. I don't know what that has to do with anything. If you're ill, you're ill. If you're ill of any part of your orifices, whether it's your nose, your mouth, or any other part of your body, and it is leaking liquid, you should stay in your room. Don't even come out of your room inside the house. Anyway, seems like her own pneumonia, though, is selective, right? It has times when she's well enough to attend events, and there are times when she's not well enough to attend events. And what one person had this to say about the entire scenario surrounding Camilla. They said My most generous read of this is that Camilla doesn't want to be outside in the cold. Okay, so let's read it. Let's take that again. My most generous read of this was that Camilla didn't want to be outside in the cold when she's still slowly recovering from a bad cold or whatever it was. My gossip read is the welcome ceremony was supposed to be all about Princess of Wales making a big return to work. And so Camilla was letting Kate have those headlines, especially since Camilla has ensured that Kate is not going to be coming to the state dinner. Can they actually be so petty that they can't have two royal women at the same state dinner without one person trying to one up the other? Can they really be that petty? Honestly, I don't know. My nasty read, says the person, Camilla has always been known as a pretty lazy person. I mean, she's never worked in her life. Anyway, so that I would be true. And I think that she's trying to be more choosy about where and when she's seen too, just like Kate. It could be that all of these explanations are partly or mostly true. I think it never occurred to her before now that she could do what Kate is doing. Now that she has seen Kate in full effect, she's like, yep, I need some of that too. When I tell you the royal family is falling apart, believe me. When I tell you the royal family is falling apart, like seriously, can you imagine Queen Elizabeth? Can you imagine Queen Elizabeth being alive at this time? She really was holding the whole thing together because it is falling apart at the seams, disgracefully as well. You know, there's a way for things to fall apart, and it's done in an elegant manner. In this way, the way it's being done with these set of royal family workers, should I call them, it's embarrassing, it's disgraceful. The only person trying to hold anything together is King Charles, and this is exactly what he asked for, right? Because he parents know their children, okay, so they know the ones that are going to be able to work and the ones that are not able to work. He must have known what William was about and what Harry was about, and yet he allowed the set of circumstances to persist that drove Harry away. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. It's like someone shooting his foot. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to say it when I first started this channel that King Charles had been sending smoke signals to Harry. He really was. It's just that he was not able to get over himself. He was not able to get over certain things. And the reason why he was sending the smoke signals is not because he wanted Harry back as his father wants his son back. No, it was all about him knowing that he was left with the duds. He was left with William and Kate and even Camilla, who don't really like to work. He manages to do okay. At least he's always able to appear at his own engagements. So I will give him that. And he knew that the only other person in the royal family he could count on to show up the side was Harry. And yet, he allowed people to convince him to send his most productive worker away from his side. It's amazing how people just self sabotage in the kind of way that King Charles has done. Anyway, so I say all this to say, or rather, should we say, what did we learn today? As this person said, William and Kate's public spots are becoming impossible to hide. Okay? Kate was teary eyed in the car while Willie was mean mugging her for everyone in the world to see. Like, even if you're not a high profile couple, at least you fix your face so that no one outside of the family knows that there is a problem. And then you can tear each other apart when you step through your home door. William couldn't even fix his face. Look at his face. Look at his face and look at Kate. He must have said something so horrible to her that she had to let the misery show. And again, on her own part, it's exactly what she asked for. She could have had a sister in law who could have helped her deal with William, but she chose to be empty and vacuous. And she chose to act in the way that empty and vacuous people or women do. Anyway, at this point, King Charles is absolutely over it. He is over it. He ignored Kate when she curtsied. And I think we can get, I mean, Kate shrugged Willie off when he touched her back. I think it was before or after, should we say, when that curtsy happened. Even during the event, it seems like Kate and William have stepped away from royal work for so long, they don't even know what to do when they get there, or they don't even know how to make themselves look like they're engaged and they know what's going on. They looked so lost at the event. Anyway, another thing we got from it is that Charles really is very over it because he ignored Kate when she curtsied. And we get that Camilla and Kate can't seem to be in the same room because every time there's an opportunity for Camilla and Kate to be in the same room, they always find a reason to either withdraw from the engagement, like they step back, one person steps back for the other. It's either Camilla steps away from the engagement or Kate decides that she's going to step back. It's ultra ridiculous, redonkulous. This person said, this is has Kate been allowed near a tiara since Camilla became queen? That is absolutely correct. She has not that I have seen anyway. At the coronation, she wore a costume item, which is supposed to be uh, similar to a tiara, but it wasn't a real tiara. She hasn't worn a tiara since Camilla became queen. No, she hasn't. That's a great point. That is a great point. Anyway, before we wrap up this video, uh, I want to take a moment to support one of the most ardent supporters of my channel. We are doing great. We have been trying to get her up to 500 subscribers. She is currently at 492 subscribers. She is a squaddy who runs a channel dedicated to beauty, especially makeup tips for the mature woman. We are trying to get her up to 1,000 subscribers so she can monetize. All right. So please, let's rally together and get Carmen up to 1,000 subscribers. The link to her channel is at the top of the chat. All right. So when you get to her channel, her videos are quite interesting because she does videos giving tips on those cringeworthy makeup mistakes that can happen as we get older. And she's got an interesting and easygoing manner about her, showing us how to upgrade our makeup techniques, which, let's be honest, it's always needed. Some of us, and should I say myself included, we didn't ever upgrade the makeup techniques we learned when we were in high school. And as we get older, we have to refine these makeup techniques to make sure it suits the faces that we have as we get older. And she has all the wisdom on her knowledge on her channel. So please go ahead. In this era where Black people are now realizing that they need to, on purpose, support other Black business owners, She is also an American lady. So let's support her channel, please. All right. Remember that we rise by lifting others up. As I have said, the link to her channel is at the top of the chat. Just click there, show her some love, and let's get her to the 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Uh, who is this saying? Right. So, Lorna says we all know what too many times it ended up in the boneyard. Truly, truly, truly. Anyway, it looks like that is what's happening to both Will and Kate. I feel so sorry for William because he doesn't realize it yet. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Was Charles right to call William out? Why is it that they can never talk to each other directly and have to speak to each other through the headlines? And should Camilla just retire? I don't. Why is it that it seems like the members of the royal family don't retire? Have you guys noticed? They have that Duke of Edinburgh who looks like he is one step away from the grave and still working. Why is it that they never seem to be able to retire? Because that would stop Camilla from having to pretend that she cares about working if they had a retirement age, and it would stop a lot of this infighting. What's really going on between Camilla and Kate? Is it the rose thing or is it something else? Anyway, guys, let me know your comments. Yeah, let me know your own responses to these questions that I have. These are the questions running through my mind as I observe all these events play out. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much to my able moderator, Lorna. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. As always, I'm Wizzy signing off. See you next time. Bye.